All right, everyone, welcome to the Pokeshop BST podcast episode 26. We are joined, as always, with Woody, the owner of the Pokeshop BST and Missing No Games, and Goosebone as Hexmaniac, expert extraordinaire. And we always start, my name is Homero, and we always start with the news. The first thing on the news is this weekend, the 26th and the 27th, is Regional Championships in Lille, France. So that
France?
one will be exciting.
Wow.
I'm really excited for regional championships. The TCG meta is in a really awesome spot right now. There's a lot of different decks in contention. Old decks like Charizard that took down Milwaukee against new decks like the Tord deck, the Mega Absol Mega Kangaskhan deck. So it's like the old versus the new, and then everything in between is viable. Lots of Goldango and Cerulege out there that are Okoing stuff, and then a lot of stuff in between. Joltik Box made a really good showing in Milwaukee, so I think there's just like a lot of playable stuff, and Gardevoir with all of its different iterations are all viable.
Do people not play Dragapult anymore?
Dragapult's not in the best spot right now in general, I would say. It's not talked about that much in the meta. I play like an anti-meta Dragapult build on the ladder, just more for the Dracloak. So there was the champion of juniors or seniors, I don't remember which one. They were playing a deck that on cast they called a something Dracloak deck, not Dragapult, and that's sort of how I think of it too. Is you really just want like two Dracloaks going, and that is like your engine throughout the game, and you don't worry too much about like turboing out a Dragapult because it gets one shot really easily by all the psychic stuff running around.
Sure.
That's what I like, when you don't have to rare candy your Pokemon up and you get to actually use the middle stage evolution. That's what I like about my Typhlosion deck too.
Yeah. Yeah, middle stages, I think, get a lot more love in the TCG than any other area.
Right. There's a really good middle stage Pokemon.
There are.
Drizzile, I remember that Drizzile engine.
Yep.
That thing is super, super good.
In Pocket, you almost always want to skip it unless it's like Magneton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pocket is just faster, so you want to get there as quick as possible. Mm-hmm. And like, even in the TCG, if you rare candy Dragapult right now, there's like Jellicent can easily be knocking out a Dragapult, you know, pretty easily. We'll see.
Dragapult's weak to Psychic?
With the Clefairy.
Oh, with the Clefairy,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the Clefairy makes it weak to Psychic. So that's the one thing you want to dodge. Otherwise, the Dracoloak's pretty good still. But that's sort of the thing. Like, there's so much stuff in the meta that it makes it one of the most interesting times to be playing. So I'm really looking forward to regionals in Lille. Then the other thing I wanted to shout out from casting is the Ono siblings casted a game, and then this is like one of the most entertaining casting I've ever seen. It's really fun to watch. Juancho prized really bad, and then their reaction is really funny, so I'll insert that into the podcast. It's super funny. And then the next piece of news is Legend ZA has been out. Did you finish the game?
I finished it. My friend is a YouTuber, and he spoiled the ending like an hour before I finished it.
Oh, really?
I was really mad. Like, it was like a bad spoiler too, and
Sure.
no warning whatsoever. 20,000 followers, just put it out there, and I was really upset. But the game is great. I really like it. I'm going to be working towards the post game and doing some PvP in the Battle Royale. The characters are awesome. There's one character in it I think is a little too similar to Iono. She's a streamer who uses electric types and pretty much the same thing, multicolored hair. I don't know. And I think my favorite character is Naveen and Corbeau. I like them a lot, and Emma. I really enjoyed it. I used a bunch of different Pokemon. I used for Megas, I had like an Alpha Gardevoir, an Alpha Dragonite, I had Lopunny, I had Clefable, I had Dragalge and Blastoise for the Megas, and I had Talonflame, Flareon, and Vivillon in rotation. But and Absol, Mega Absol. My final team that I used to clear the end game was the Absol, which if you're gonna do the end game, let me say, and Meganium. I had so many Pokemon I had in rotation. Meganium, Giga Drain, and Absol Perish Song. I completely cheesed the last hour or so of the game.
Nice.
Just with those two things. And it was Meganium, Absol, Flareon, Dragonite, Blastoise, and one of the other ones that I said was in there. I think it wasn't one of the fairies. It was something
Meganium?
else. I think I said Meganium already. I don't know. I had a bunch of them, and it was good.
Nice.
You beat that game fast.
Not fast enough, apparently, to not get spoiled by the internet.
How many hours did you think you put into it to like complete it?
Maybe 30. I didn't actually check.
Sure. That's not a lot. That was fast.
Maybe it was more. I don't know.
Because I remember last week on the podcast we were talking about it. You were so excited about it coming out that Thursday morning.
But I've also been playing it
nonstop.
Yes. I've been playing it every day for multiple hours a day.
Sure. Sweet, man.
Yeah, I've seen 25-hour playthroughs from the people who play it full time as a job, basically. They put in 25 hours is like the straight playthrough time. Yeah.
But I mean, there's
That
also
I've seen.
a lot of side quests that you can do, and catching all the Pokemon.
I saw a stat somewhere about they only spend $13 million.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
ZA versus 26 million on Scarlet and Violet.
That surprises me because ZA marketing was crazy. They had their own wrestling show in Mexico
Really?
for ZA, where
Right.
the wrestlers were dressed up like Togepi and Sylveon and Hawlucha and Machamp.
Sure.
And it was this huge thing. And then all the mega promos, like the Malamar one, they put a lot of high effort into marketing this game. They're sponsoring YouTubers.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they put a lot into this one. That's surprising. And the game is, I'm going to be honest, it's a lot better than Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. I'm not saying Scarlet and Violet has a bad story, because it doesn't. But in terms of performance, and also the customization for the clothes in ZA is so good.
Maybe if they figured out all the kinks with Scarlet and Violet, that's why they didn't have to do as much for ZA, because they already had probably the base, coding or whatever.
No, it's extremely different. It's not even turn-based.
Oh, sure.
It's more similar to the Legends Arceus game. Yeah, it's not really similar to Scarlet and Violet at all.
Right. Or even if they're using that base platform from Legends Arceus, so that way they don't have to spend as much money coming up with a totally new platform. I don't know how it works, but I just saw some statistics. I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. So, GTA 6 is rumored to have possibly $1 billion budget.
Sure.
So that's 76 times as much as Legends EA, and Legends EA is sort of an in-between title for Pokemon. So it's not going to have as big of a budget as a mainline game.
It's considered a mainline game.
Not main, yeah, but whatever. As
officially by Game Freak, it is a mainline game.
Right, as a normal Pokemon game.
Like a new generation.
As a new gen, but that's just the difference between something that's going to come out. And I think what people forget is that the Switch 2 is sort of the first time that they're getting real processing power behind a Pokemon game, because the Switch was a new gen, but it was well below what the other platforms were at than a PS5 and whatever Xbox they're on. I don't remember.
I feel you, right.
I've heard it runs really well on the Switch one, but the end of the game, it starts to chug a bit.
Yeah, so I think the Switch 2 is the first time that they have real processing power behind a Pokemon title, so should be good. Before Sword and Shield, Pokemon was a handheld game.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big jump in not that long of a time because they just didn't have, like I said, the processing power to really run what they maybe envisioned.
Even Scarlet and Violet, it runs so much better on the Switch too.
Exactly.
I forgot, like when Nintendo used to have like consoles, but they kind of just switched it over to like mobile consoles, and kind of just left like the base station consoles behind, and kind of.
That's the thing about the Switch though, is that you can dock it onto the TV, but you can also take it with you and play portable.
Portable, right. That was pretty cool. I think the last like stationary Nintendo was what, 64?
No,
They
there's
had the
64,
Wii U.
there's the GameCube, there's the Wii,
Oh,
there's the
GameCube.
Wii U.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
The Wii U was
U.
the last thing before the Switch. And then for another video today, we'll have Goose do a Mega Evolution tier list if you feel like you've seen all of them now.
I have seen all of them
Okay,
now.
so then we'll...
There's Mega Eevees in there?
No.
No.
Yeah, oh, no Mega Evolutions?
No.
I wonder
I mean, if they
when.
made one, they'd have to make all of them.
Yeah, maybe next time in another 10 years.
Yeah.
When they go back
In
to Z,
another dimension.
XY again, Kalos again. Gonna be a while probably.
The non-Mega Pokemon are still useful though, because you can put like other items on them. Like I had an Assault Vest
Right.
on my Flareon. Flareon gets Swords Dance now, actually, which is
Oh, that
really
sounds
cool.
really good actually.
Because it used to not. Flareon is kind of considered probably one of the worst designed mechanically of the evolutions. But I don't know. I played it in this game and I had fun with it.
Nice.
And there's other items you know, you get the King's Rock, you can get the leftovers, you can get I haven't seen any like life orbs or choice items. I don't know if they're in the game or not. I think choice items would be really bad because then you could only, because everything's on a cooldown, you want to use your other cooldowns in between your other moves. So those probably aren't in the game. But most of the time you just want a Mega Stone.
Yeah, but only one Pokemon can Mega anyways, so you
Well,
get
per
to...
battle.
Per battle, yeah.
But in PvP, like every time you faint, like one Pokemon faints, the entire thing resets.
Uh-huh.
And you only have one out at a time, so normally you try to have like multiple Megas.
Oh, that was my other question. On the ladder, so on the Z to A ladder, like the ranked, is that like turn-based, like a
No.
normal battle? You
No.
still run around and stuff?
Yeah.
It's still like timer, what do they
It's
refer
4
to it as?
people.
Oh, it's 4
actually.
people?
Yeah, it's 4 people, and you get your team of 3. You get your team of 3. You can switch 3 times per life. When you get knocked out, you respawn at the starting point. And whoever gets the most knockouts, and you get some extra points for like defeating Megas or using your own Megas, stuff like that. I haven't done a lot of it. I'm like rank U. I played 2 games. One of them I lost, one of them I won. But now that I'm like level 50, I still have to figure out how to reset the EVs for the Pokemon so I can get proper EVs. But I think I'm just going to try it without proper EVs and just get that Greninja Mega Stone at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really different. It's not. I actually wish there was, like, maybe keep the limit on switching. They also have in the PvP, there's like those mega orbs that fall out when you hit the raid boss. That's like that. But I wish there was a PvP that worked just like the trainer battles. Maybe keep the limit on switching, because I think switching would be very fast. It would be like playing an actual Pokemon game, but having like 2 seconds to decide your move, which is like, I use the whole timer in VGC a lot of the time.
Right.
It would be really hard to make all the correct choices and reads and all that in such real time. I bet the skill ceiling would be really high. Maybe they'll add that as a game mode later.
That would be interesting.
I
I
don't
did
know.
see videos about the switching aspect of the game. So yeah, there should be even more Legends EA to talk about in the future. But back to the TCG, the Japan City League has been happening with Phantasmal Flames legal, and I think the two most impactful cards so far are the Mega Lopunny, which I thought there would be a picture here.
Oh, that's
but
my
there's
other Pokemon on my team was Mega Lopunny. That was my main thing. I forgot.
Yeah, Mega Lopunny.
Mega
It's pretty
Lopunny.
sweet, yeah.
So this thing is able to take out the Cornerstone mask that is in the Tord deck. If it switches off your bench to the active this turn, it does 170 more plus 60.
God
so that's,
dang.
Yeah, so that's 230.
That's pretty OP.
And it is on a Mega, so it's like you're risking a 3-prizer, but you build the whole deck to be super agile, moving stuff in and out of the active. So
I would build
that
that.
looks like a really fun card to be playing. And then the other most impactful card, I think, from the new set is going to be Dawn. So Dawn lets you search for a stage 1 and a basic, a stage 1, and a stage 2 Pokemon. So yeah, it's a basic, a stage 1, and a stage 2.
That's pretty.
So that's a really strong
That's
supporter,
really, really
obviously.
strong. You can
And
have
I
the
think
whole-
you can play that in the Mega Charizard deck. Yeah. There's another card I was just looking at. I can't remember what it is now. It deals damage equal to the number of energy cards on all of your opponent's Pokemon. It's like really good against the Charizard deck. I can't remember what it is now.
Ooh.
I can't remember what it is. Dang it. But anyways, that's out there. So if you're looking for tech against Mega Charizard, that card does exist. I just don't remember what it is.
Do you think Charizard will get a boost with adding a Mega into the deck, the Charizard deck currently?
I think it's like a different deck because you play the Oricorio and you still play I think a couple of them, but the Mega Charizard's really good early, so I think it becomes like a different deck and it tries to be a little more aggressive. The Fire Trainer card that's in the Mega that is in Inferno X that goes in the Mega Charizard deck pulls like 7 fire energies, I think, straight to your hand. So that goes really good in Goldango, actually. So there's like a fire Goldango possibility because you can just yoink a ton of fire energy straight out of your hand. So that's 350 that you can get with one trainer card. Yeah, it goes good in Typhlosion too.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a ton of support for the Charizard build. That's definitely, they're like making it inevitable that it's going to be like a tier A sort of, maybe not S tier, but like definitely an A tier deck. And it still has the original Charizard, which is still pretty broken, obviously just won Milwaukee. And I think it has a really good chance of winning Lille too. And then that's another really nice thing about Pokemon compared to some other games is there's other live service games where something new will come out and they won't make it legal in like the championship tournament if it happens too close together. Like the finals, my favorite game, they don't have the most recent stuff in the World Championships because it's not like balanced yet. And it's just like in Pokemon, it's all illegal right when, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But
and they
don't change it in between. It's just to give people a chance to use it.
And they kind of set these events to where it is legal and whatnot. So they have everything planned out years ahead of time just to make sure everything's...
Yeah, I love the TCG for that. You get to see all the new stuff right away in competitive play. And then...
it's going to be a while before we get Megas and VGC.
Well, Champions will have it.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be a while before Champions comes out.
When does it come out? Next year?
Yeah, next year.
Probably early next year.
Yeah, probably, but we don't know. And then, like, after that, who knows how long it's going to take for them to play Champions for VGC.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going to switch right away.
I had the feeling like they were going to switch right away. I don't know. Maybe they won't.
Maybe the next regional after it, but, like...
Yeah.
VGC is a totally different realm of... Because they're based on games, and, some games you get longer... like create time and whatnot. Versus TCGs, every 3 months we're getting new sets, we're getting new stuff added, and
what they do in VGC is they change the rules every now and then.
I see.
So like new Pokemon will be like allowed that were banned before. Usually is what they do. Or like they'll ban, like right now in the tournament we just ran, legendaries were banned.
Sure.
Yeah.
How was that, by the way? How was VGC challenge for the month of October that you ran here?
It was great. Sam Thompson got first place, and
Nice.
apparently he top cut Worlds.
Wow.
I have to check that.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, so we got some good players here in the Milwaukee area,
Yeah,
I
local,
guess.
yeah.
I was scared we weren't going to have enough people, so I brought my housekeeper's son.
Oh, you brought your housekeeper's son?
Yeah, to play because I didn't know.
That's funny.
I didn't know what to do.
That's funny.
We gotta and Pokemon Tools was down, so we gotta put that.
Oh yeah, we'll finish that.
I gotta
in a
call.
bit.
I gotta make sure my housekeeper's son made a play Pokemon account because he didn't have one.
Oh, he didn't have one. Yeah.
Yeah,
We could make it for him.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if we need the Switch though, for it.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure you can just make an ID and then he'll just plug it into his. Oh, that's right. It's a little different.
Yeah, because you probably need to link it to your Nintendo account for
Right.
Switch.
Right. We'll figure it out. Either way,
I want to see if we can try and get it for today.
everything went smooth. Otherwise, there wasn't no
Oh.
judge calls or anything like that.
No, no. It's really like connection issues would be
Sure.
the main judge call, and God, that happens at regionals.
A lot, probably.
The way that like you do it like docked, the way you like dock each other, and then sometimes the connection like goes, and if it's like a turn one thing, which happens a lot, you just have to pick the same lead Pokemon and you can do it again, but it gets more complicated if it's in the middle of the match.
Right.
That's the main thing a judge would be in charge of. And also like checking the people's team sheets, the stats on the Pokemon to make sure they're not like, the Pokemon aren't supposed to have these stats. They're
Sure.
hacked to be higher stats
Sure.
than normal.
So you gotta kind of know your stuff then.
Yeah. But most of the time, even if people do hack, they don't hack the stats to be higher. They just have it so they don't have to raise the Pokemon themselves.
Right.
And then the other card I wanted to mention is the Battle Coliseum. So that prevents all damage counters from being placed on benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponents.
Oh, that's
by
really
effects,
helpful.
yeah, of
Wow.
attacks and abilities from
Sorry,
other
monkeys.
Pokemon. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's a
Monkey
stadium?
Dory again, Dragapult getting pretty super
Wow.
duper nerfed by that because the Dragapult's attack is really bad without the 60.
Is there something that moves grass now too?
Yeah, Venusaur moves grass
Yeah,
energies.
Venusaur I think moves grass,
Oh, what do you mean?
like the energies. Oh no, I'm thinking
This is
there's
just
damage
damage.
counters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
damage.
just damage.
I'm tripping. But yeah,
Yeah.
Monkey Dory is the main thing.
And this is just benched Pokemon, so you can still monkey onto the active, but
Uh-huh.
that's like not that good. That's not what you want to be doing
Right.
most
That's
of
not
the time.
the play, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can still at least move it, but like the Dragapult completely nerfed. So they're pretty obviously like super buffing stadiums in the mega sets. Like all the stadiums that came out in Mega Evolution are really good,
Sure.
and then there's more on the way. So the stadiums are all really good. I think.
It's funny because I just saw a cosplayer open that pack on Instagram like
Oh, nice.
a couple 30 minutes ago. I was just watching random videos.
And you saw that stadium get open.
Yeah,
Nice.
that same one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that adds like just another small part of deck building and a small part of the game where you're having to unstadium your opponent, and it makes it more impactful. I think that's a nice way to expand the battlefield a little bit, making good stadiums. So that should be it should be impactful. And then here's a picture of the fire breather. So this is the guy that gets 7
nice.
fire energies.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. And then the last part of the news is the upcoming local card shows. So Madison Card Show is really soon here on the 25th. Then the Oak Creek Card Show is on the 1st, and Brookfield is on the 1st and 2nd. And the Card Kings show got announced already at the Deco on Sunday, November 23rd. And we'll keep you updated on whether we get to make it to any of those as card shop.
I think the Deco one is during Colossal Con North, so I probably can't go to that. But the ones in the beginning of November I could do.
Gotcha.
I heard Oak Creek got like a 1-year waiting list for vending Unless
I think they have a waiting list right now, yeah, for tables.
unless you know somebody on the
Yeah.
inside, but
Yeah. There's a chance that we could like just scoop one part of a table from someone that we know, you know, they might be willing to do that. But I don't think I'm gonna make it to any of these at the beginning of the month. I am overbooked right now for work. And then the next segment is hashtag not financial advice. And for this one, I just still think the Chinese exclusive art is really good. They're getting art that we're just not getting at all in English. And the art is all really good. They're getting a pal pad. There's an Arcanine in the new set. A bunch of really good full arts that are exclusive to Chinese printings right now. And I just think that they're really cool. And if anyone has them, you can sell them to me because I like them. And then the next segment is always the check-in. So we had our first vending experience. Did you have fun, Goose?
Yeah, I had fun. I kind of turned down every offer, or
Yeah,
if I made an
me too.
offer, they turned me down. So it was definitely hard having to tell a lot of people no, because a lot of people brought like CGCs or just stuff that I knew wasn't going to move.
Sure.
Yeah, or like stuff that's not in English.
Yeah,
So
that's a product of the overhype, is that people are grading anything and everything, and there's a lot of new collectors who don't know how to care for their cards properly. So it's just a learning curve for like the hobby in general, for people to figure out not to grade with CGC. Sorry, just the way things are, and how to take care of your cards and what you can expect to be liquid. I think there's definitely room for Japanese cards to be more liquid. It'll just take some time for people to want to collect those for the art.
It's hard for like any other language cards to be relevant, because there's always like, especially here in the States, like you want English cards.
Unless it's like a Chinese exclusive.
Right. If there's an English variant of it, like obviously like everybody's gonna go for the English versus the Japanese, Chinese, Korean, or whatever. I mean, and Chinese has its own.
Yeah, they have their own thing right
that's
now.
what makes it kind of exclusive, because the Chinese, they have their own artwork, their own cool little sets that we don't get in English, or even Japan doesn't get it, and which makes it kind of exclusive. But from like Japanese to English, like if there's the English Charizard and a Japanese variant, most of the time people are going to gravitate towards the English. So
I know a couple people who are exclusively Japanese collectors.
Yeah, me too.
there are guys like that too, like who exclusively go with the Japanese because that's their niche or something. Like, they're Japanese card sellers or vendors or whatever. So
You can definitely collect more cards in Japanese. You can get the same art for less money. You could fill up a binder way faster.
If you only, you're only, like I said, there's no wrong way of collecting. You can only collect Bellsprouts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
it's, you can do whatever you want. So that's what's really cool. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had that experience, and kind of, we'll see if we can make another show in the future. So.
And the deco was really abbreviated because it was raining and it ended an hour early, so it felt like it was only like a few hours. It was just like over.
Yeah.
And then, how you doing, Woody?
I actually spent the weekend in Appleton. My daughter had a dance competition. They got third place,
Nice.
which is really, really good. Like I said, I think she's been dancing for over 4 or 5 years, and her team just recently started getting a lot of placement. So very proud of her and her team for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I saw the clip on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were killing it.
And pretty much spent the weekend being a dance dad, and just kind of hanging out,
Nice.
eating a lot of good food, and tiring, but all worth it.
I've been to my fair share of dance competitions. My girlfriend in high school was on the dance team, so I used to mix their music and stuff, make the music montage for them.
That's fun.
That's a long time ago. And then, the next segment is the pack battle, and these are the last 2 packs that we got from regionals, and Jared just came in, so one of these might be Jared's even. I'm not sure. They were from Rich and Jared. I think they got kind of all shuffled together, so these are the last 2 from regionals. So here's one for you. Team
You
Rocket.
want to trade or no?
I like this.
Okay.
And then-
Ethan.
Just saying. I don't know.
No, I want Ethan.
All right.
The Mewtwo might be in this one. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lightning energy.
Psychic energy.
We got Reller.
Rotom.
Team Rocket's Grimer.
Team Rocket's Nidoran male.
We have Team Rocket's Houndour.
Steven's Carbink.
Misty's Magikarp.
Arvin's Squavit.
Team Rocket's Factory.
Team Rocket's Botherbot.
Cornerstone Mass Ogerpon.
Hearthland Mask.
Laurentis.
Manectric.
We got a reverse hollow Arvin's Toadscruel.
Team Rocket's Coughing.
We got a Aracuda.
Wash Rotom Reverse Hollow.
Misty's Gyarados.
Nice.
Hollow Rare.
Ethan's Typhlosion.
Hey, she
Nice.
got Ethan's Typhlosion.
But you're weak to water, so I win.
I guess that's true. That is true.
Misty's Gyarados. Use Waterfall.
I like this Buddy Blast attack. This does a lot. For 1 energy. And do like 280.
And the final segment on the podcast always is hashtag Ask Woody, hashtag Ask Goosephone.
360?
If you would
Yeah.
like to get your question read on the air, you can leave a comment with the hashtag Ask Woody, hashtag Ask Goosephone, and we'll get to your questions on the next episode. This one comes from our friend Beastmaster Max. With Halloween coming up, who are you and your Pokemon dressing up as for Halloween and/or trick or treating? I'll be going as Link from Ocarina of Time, and my Ribombee with a blue outfit and some Pokemon-friendly blue dye will be Link's fairy partner, Navi.
That's cute, actually. That's really cute. Hold up.
Hold on. I remember you asked us this in this earlier, but I have not thought about it.
You gave us an answer.
I know, but it's kind
I'll
of...
say mine first. It's kind of boring. I like to dress up as Ash a lot of the time, so I'll be Ash. And the Quilava would be Pikachu. It would have to be with the flames turned off because it can do that. She can do that. And it would be kind of like how James in the XY anime painted his Inkay to be Pikachu. I would do that with the Quilava.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. I'm just going to say what I was thinking of earlier. Me and Charizard are just going to be dressed up as Dragonite and Mega Dragonite. I don't know why I said that, but if you
I think
can
that's
try to
cute.
put that together, us wearing a Dragonite and Mega Dragonite costume, I thought that'd be funny.
That would be fun.
Cool.
This is James and his Inkay Pikachu.
Yeah.
Not disturbing at all.
I would do that.
So that's a Pokemon, Inkay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Inkay is like the little
Do you know
floating
Malamar?
jellyfish
Yeah,
thing.
I know the baby version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a baby Malamar.
that's funny as hell.
And then I answered this in the YouTube comments already, but I would try to put together the outfit that I have on my character in the finals because it's my favorite game, and I really like the outfit that I have in that game. It looks super cool. And then I would dress up. Psyduck can be Conduit from Apex Legends. That's my other favorite game and my other favorite character. And Psyduck is already yellow and Conduit is yellow, so that will work out pretty good. I think.
No, never mind. I'm gonna change mine. You know what? I am actually going as Toby from Naruto this year.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so
Wait, actually?
I am.
Whoa, okay.
I have the mask just sitting there on my coffee table.
Sweet.
So Charizard will probably be coming as Kurama or something like that.
Oh, Kurama would be cool.
Yeah.
Extra tails.
Yeah, so
That'd be sweet.
That'd
Toby is
be-
a good one for you.
that'd be awesome.
I think I'm gonna do Witch Corrin from Fire Emblem Heroes this year. I have a lot of costumes.
I know, right? It's
I can kind of just wear whatever I want.
Halloween's every week for you.
Oh, that was the other thing. Do you think that we'll do? Should we do a costume contest for kids' night?
We can. We
On
normally
the-
do, like, if any of our local players come and play next week for locals, you know, whether it be Lorcana, Pokemon, Digimon, or any Bandai game, they wear a costume to get free entry or something like that.
Nice.
We normally do that every year. For kids' night, I don't know what day it lands on.
The 30th, so it's the day before. Or is that
Before
the day
Halloween.
Before Halloween.
Maybe it's like too close of a time to, but we'll probably give out candy or something like that, you know.
But it's sort of a Halloween themed kids'
Right,
night next
right.
week. All right, that'll be cool. And that will bring us to the end of the Pokeshop BST podcast, episode 26. So we'll see you next week right before Halloween. Peace.